For me, life living in a shelter, I didn't know anybody there and didn't really have a chance to make friends.
Before I became involved in Rainbow Days, I didn't have positive thoughts about myself. I didn't really feel like people cared about me.
I was just living because I had to, and I just didn't live for anything.
A lot of people where I'm from, they really don't do anything. It's really just drugs or shootings or stuff like that.
Growing up, I always went to my sister. My mom really wasn't there.
There's a long list of adverse circumstances that children are asked to cope with at a very young age, and that's the focus of the children that we work with at Rainbow Days. The primary vehicle that we use to reach children is in a support group setting. We tap into their innate resiliency and help them build skills that they need to maneuver the situations that they find themselves in. And unfortunately, children are oftentimes not safe in their own homes. Divorce is sometimes a factor that we see. Poverty is certainly a common thread. And the reality is that it's very rare for a child to experience one of these adverse situations in isolation.
We at City couldn't be prouder to work with Rainbow Days and to support their staff. As a volunteer, the impact that you make on these kids' lives is extraordinary. You are giving them hope. You build relationships with these kids. That's all some of those kids need.
Our city is facing a lot of struggles, and programs like Rainbow Days that make that difference, that help encourage the change that we need and help serve the individuals who need it the most.
It took me from that bad area to somewhere fun where you can swim and you can play and you can sing, you can dance, you can do whatever you love.
The children, when they have been at Rainbow Days, often show just remarkable change. We want to stop behaviors before they begin. We want to break cycles.
I've actually broken lots of cycles with my friends. At least 5 out of 6 of my friends were in drugs and would drink every day before school.
Prevention is more humane. It saves lives, it saves dollars. So it's much more effective to prevent a problem than it is to treat one.
One of the reasons City supports Rainbow Days is because they have an incredibly strong mission. Rainbow Days gives hope to these children. Some of these kids don't know where they're going to put their head down the next night.
Children who are in need and children who have experienced trauma and children who are experiencing adverse situations, 99% of the time look like any other child.
I didn't want anybody else knowing what I was going through because I was afraid that other kids would make fun of it. They really don't understand what goes on through closed doors.
The city of Dallas over the last 10 or 12 years has grown in population 5%. But at the same time, the poverty rate in our city has grown over 41%. And often we don't have the method or the approach to say, how do we help them?
We've served almost 200,000 children in the last 34 years, and children who participate in our programs are much less likely to abuse alcohol and drugs.
As a board member, I see firsthand the incredible work that Rainbow Days does on a daily basis with these kids, and also how responsible they are with the fundings that they receive.
It's time that we focus on the needs of our kids and our homeless and our folks that are living in poverty.
Rainbow Days is the constant in the life of many of these children, and for some of these kids it's the only constant.
Rainbow Days has helped me with my goals for my future by encouraging me to follow my dreams.
When I was there, I just felt like I belonged.
Rainbow Days is hope. I'm very thankful for Rainbow Days because I don't think I would be here if it weren't for them.